Good afternoon, my dudes. Welcome to the channel. I'm QuittyBags, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. So today, my dudes, we are building a AFK skeleton mob spawner farm. So these are really wicked, honestly. If you ever run into a dungeon and you find a spawner and it's a skeleton one, well, this is going to be awesome for you because you can actually make a farm out of it. So, this farm is going to get quite a bit of XP, it's going to get bones, it's going to get arrows, it's going to get bows. And sometimes enchanted bows if, you know, the skeleton has one. So, we're going to get right into it. Now, before we do, let's see if we can smash a 1,000 like goal. Usually these mob farms do get a lot of likes on my channel. So, let's see if we can get 1,000 likes. And also, if you are new to the channel and you want to become one of the dudes, smash that sub button because it is free. All you gotta do is click that sub button and also hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss a single tutorial or any other Minecraft related content on my channel. Okay, so let's show you guys how this thing works. All right, so we're down here in the AFK zone, and I'm gonna show you guys the top part here. So there's the actual spawner, and we've dug out a room around the spawner, and you got a pit in the middle, and basically those skeletons drop from the pit, from up here, down into here, and over here we actually have the Trident Killer, and this is all AFK, so you don't have to do any sword swinging or nothing. These skeletons will get killed. You can collect the XP right here, and then you come down here, and you go in here, and you have your loot. So down here, the minecart with the hopper goes into another chamber of hoppers, and then goes into the chest. So as you guys can see, we have some arrows, we have some bones. No bows yet, which I'm kind of surprised about. But it's very efficient. I've been using it for about a half an hour now, and these are the yields. So if you need arrows, this is definitely an awesome farm, or bones for bone meal. Hey, these guys got enchanted bows. Hook me up. All right, my dudes, I showed you guys how it works, how it runs, and let's get started building it. So the first thing you're going to need to do is find a dungeon, and once you find a dungeon, you're going to need these materials. So we're going to need one slab of your choice. 4 pieces of glass. You could use blocks, but as you guys can see, it looks a lot prettier, and you can see how many skeletons are dropping. We have 4 rails, 1 minecart with a hopper. We have 1 lever, not 64. 8 observers, 4 pistons, 4 hoppers, 2 chests, and we have 2 water buckets, which we can make an infant water pool out of. Okay, my dudes, let's go find a dungeon with a skeleton spawner, and we'll be off to work. All right, my dudes, so we found another skeleton spawner, and I already broke the chest. And so what we're going to do from the middle of the spawner, you're going to count 1, 2, 3 down. So 1, 2, 3, and I already dug out down here, as you guys can see. We're going to clear out around the spawner just like this so we can kind of have a good view of it. So we're 1, 2, 3 down. So make sure you're 3 blocks down. And now from the center, look up from the center. We want to kind of make a 4-block area here. So this is going to be our hole right here. So that right there is our hole. Make sure it's on, like, it won't be center with the spawner, as you guys can see. So just make sure it's underneath the spawner. So we're going to clear out around this hole just like this. All right, so we have some space around the hole dug out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get our room prepped for actually, like, ripping it apart. So what we're going to do from this hole, we want to count 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 blocks away from this hole. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be your wall right here. So then we're going to go on the other side, and from this, count 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then now we're going to go from this side, and from the hole, 1, 2, 3, and 4, like that, and do it again over here. Okay, so now that we have all this dug out by 4, what we're going to do is connect the corners. I'm going to dig over here, and then we're going to go over here, connect this corner. All right, so I dug it all out, so I'm going to show you guys the dimensions of the room. So it should be a 10 by 10 room down here after you create your 4-block hole, like your 2 by 2 hole underneath of this. So what you're going to do after this now is you're actually going to dig all the way up, and we're going to clear out this whole area around the actual spawner, so no skeletons get, like, stuck up here or something crazy. It's just going to make it a lot easier and a lot cleaner and make the farm work a lot more efficient. You can actually even leave, what you can actually do is you can leave this corner in, and just kind of clear it out. So make sure there's no ledges that the skeletons can kind of get caught on. That's all you're kind of worrying about. And we're going to grab our 2 water buckets, make an infant water pool somewhere, and go ahead and just put water in every corner like this. And if you make it correctly, all the water should be spewing from one side, like into the corners and meeting up with each other. And what this will do is this will actually push the skeletons down into the hole. So we're going to quickly test here because I turned it on peaceful. Let's see and make sure skeletons are actually dropping down into this area. It might honestly be better that we did this like this, because they might not spawn anywhere else. All right, so I can confirm the skeletons aren't spawning anywhere else but in here. Now, if you are worried about it, go ahead and go to the edge and just dig out this whole room. I'm just going to dig it out just in case they are spawning anywhere, because that will affect the rates. All right, so I got the whole room dug out, and it is 10 by 10. Just throwing that out there again. Okay, we can turn it on peaceful. And I just dug it out all the way to the roof. That way the room looks a lot cleaner. Okay, so our next step here. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to dig 6 blocks down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. And get rid of all this other stuff here. All right, sorry, dig 7 down. Just give yourself that extra little space. Okay, now what we're going to do is make our AFK room in here. I'm going to go over here and just kind of build this little AFK room for us. All right, so our next plan here is we're going to make a double chest just like that. And now I'm going to dig out around here because it's going to make it easier for us to place stuff. I'm just going to dig this out. Now, behind the double chest, we're actually going to go ahead and place 2 hoppers and another 2 hoppers like that. And then after this, we're going to go ahead and grab our rails, and we're going to place the rails all the way around on the hoppers. And then we're going to grab our minecart with a hopper and place it on like that. Okay, so now our next step is we're going to grab our glass. We're going to place it on top of the 4 hoppers just like this. Now we're going to go up here on top of the glass here now, and we're going to place a piston in every corner like this. So it should be exactly like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to dig around these because we have to place down the observers, but we need room to place down the observers. Okay, now that I made myself some room, grab your observers, place 1 like that. Make sure the eyeball, not the eyeball, well, yeah, the red eye is facing you and the arrow is. Come over here, place it like that, place it like that. This is going to be our trident killer that we're making right now. Oh, don't do that. Don't fall off the edge. And then place it like that. So it's all the way around and they're all meeting into each other. Now what this is going to do, I'm going to throw the trident in there right now. And then we're going to grab a lever. And we're going to place the lever on top of this piston. And now we're going to hit the lever once. Wait until it's done rotating. And hit the lever again. And we're going to come up here. And as you guys can see, actually let's go down here. Probably see it better from down here. Break those blocks. As you can see, the trident is now getting tossed around by the pistons, and that's actually going to kill the skeletons when they come down here. We're going to turn that off for a minute because that is quite the racket. Now we're going to dig out all the way around these observers and pistons. All right, our next step here is to place glass on top of all these observers like this. And then we're going to place a slab like this. Now, this is on the left-hand side. This part doesn't matter. It's not specific. Like, you can do whatever you want. You can put the XP collector on the left side, the right side. It don't matter. Now, because the XP collector is higher than us, we're going to make a little staircase here. And then make a platform up here. So now you can actually walk up here and collect your XP. So this is basically the whole farm created now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to create this room back here. I'm going to create this room and we're going to make it go up. Now this, I'm going to explain why we're doing this in just a second. And don't break into the water supply. All right, so I recommend you probably put some ladders up here so you can actually get up here once in a while. So once in a while, the skeletons actually get stuck right here, like right at this spot. It's very uncommon, but it does happen. It's possible. So what I'm explaining here is if you put like, I don't know, like maybe like a fence or something, you can actually shoot them with an arrow if they're getting stuck there. It's very rare. So let's turn this thing on. I believe we're done. Oh, I gotta hit the switch, hit the switch. All right, let's see here. All right, so now the skeleton should be dropping down. And as you guys can see there, the trident is getting knocked around, and the skeleton's loot is actually dropping down. Now, the rates on this totally depend on the XP spawner. I mean, the skeleton spawner, sorry. It's all depends on the skeleton spawner. Now, what I like to do is I AFK right here. Like, I usually sit at the XP part because it's probably the best spot, because then you're actually getting the XP. I don't think XP despawns, but it's probably just the best spot to sit. All right, so as you guys can see, the spawner is working. The trident killer is working. We're getting loot. We already have 10 arrows and 10 bones so far. So this is going to be an awesome farm for XP, for any type of skeleton loot like bones, arrows, and even bows sometimes when they drop them. Might be a little more rare. But yeah, my dudes, this is going to be it for this tutorial. So if you guys enjoyed today's tutorial, make sure to smash that like button. Let's try to go at that 1,000 like goal rolling. That would be very epic. And also, if you are new to the channel and you want to become one of the dudes, smash that sub button right away. And also hit that little notification bell, because you don't want to miss any episodes. And that bell will tell you whenever I post. And if you already rung that bell, ring it again. It doesn't hurt, you know, just to make sure it's working, right? It's like a doorbell. You got to ring it a couple times. All right, my dudes, have an epic day. Go make this farm. Tell me how it works out. I guarantee you'll enjoy it. Make it in your house if you can. Well, I guess depending where the skeleton spawner is. All right, my dudes, have an epic one. Peace out.